If 10 years ago you would have told me that I would be living in Florida, enjoying summer weather all year long, getting to go to the beach whenever I wanted, and getting eaten by mosquitoes every evening, I would have never believed you. I moved here 10 years ago. I moved from Argentina, and I love Florida. I don't think I'll ever be leaving, but in this video, I really want to share with you the reality of my experience, what it really is like living here. Let's talk about it. Hello, my name is Candela. Welcome to the channel. I'm so glad you're here. I moved here 10 years ago. My family moved from Argentina to this area, and I lived first in Royal Palm Beach. Then I moved to Lake Worth, and I really just spent most of my time around the Wellington area. So if you look at anything related to Florida, you probably notice that people make it seem perfect and amazing and just like paradise. And don't get me wrong, it is. It really is. And of course, it's going to have its things, just like any other place. It's going to have the good and also the bad. The first house I lived in was with my parents when we moved here, and that was in Royal Palm Beach. Of course, they bought it when the market was not insane. And then after that, we rented a townhome, and currently I am also renting a townhome. I live with my roommates because I find that's best for me right now. I do have plans to move in with my boyfriend soon, possibly even buy a property. So we have been looking into the market, and the market right now is definitely stabilizing. I have a lot of people that choose to stay home, a lot of people that have roommates, but you definitely have both options, which is great. One thing I was not expecting when I moved here, which is just the diversity that exists in this place. You will meet people from anywhere and everywhere. I've met people from literally all of South America, but not only there, also Europe, Asia, Africa, like everywhere. So that's one of the coolest things in my opinion. I do think people are mostly very friendly. Of course, there's exceptions, but just overall, people are really nice and like to talk to you when you're out. There's always people trying to chat. So I think that's really cool. When I moved here again, I was 15, so I was in school. I went right into high school, so I made some friends there. Most of my friends there were Hispanic too, because I was too scared to speak English. So I definitely joined the Hispanic groups because I felt a lot better, and I actually met some of my best friends. School is obviously a great way, but if you're older, if I moved here right now, I think the best way to meet people around here is probably gyms, hobbies, church. If you go to church, anything you do, you can meet people, especially if you're someone like my boyfriend that loves to talk to literally anyone. He meets people everywhere he goes, and he becomes friends with everyone. I did meet him at the gym, so I think the gym is absolutely a great place to meet people. I have joined some groups at church, and I've met some really cool people, and I know that if I went there more, I would meet even more people, which is awesome. When I was a teenager living here, and even like in my college years, I always felt like there wasn't much to do around, but it's definitely there. And I think lately in the past couple of years, there's even more going on. There's more people out, there's more restaurants, more shops, more bars, more everything. So I think that's changed a little bit too. Let's start talking about something that a lot of people obviously find important, which is safety and crime. To be honest, I have never felt unsafe around here. Of course, like any place, there's going to be certain areas that are not the safest and crime rates do go up. But overall, it feels like a very safe place to be. Even when I'm alone at night, I don't ever really feel scared. I did look into the most and least dangerous states in the US just to get an idea of where Florida stands, and it was number 40. I have had people steal my phone at a bar. My dad has had people break into his car to steal money because they saw him leaving the bank. So stuff happens. It's not like it hasn't happened, but nothing serious ever has for us. That's really minor. I feel pretty safe here in that aspect. I think it's a great place to be. let's talk about weather, because I love the weather here, but I definitely miss having fall and sometimes even winter. I will say though, I am not a big fan of being cold. I would rather be hot than cold. I do love the weather. I love being able to just leave my house without a jacket. I love not having to worry about how cold it's going to be and any of those things. But I definitely miss seeing the trees go orange and going through all the 4 seasons. Of course, they call it a sunshine state, and it is always sunny, but it's not. If you see right now, it's cloudy. During summer, we get a lot of rain. What usually happens is during the morning, it's going to be beautiful, sunny and hot, and then during the afternoon, it will storm, like heavy rain, heavy storm, thunder, lightning, all of the above. But it's very normal for people here, so at this point, we're very used to it. I just plan my days around the afternoon storm during summer, and then winter and spring is my favorite season. April is the best month. It's beautiful, sunny, hot, but not August hot. We do have beautiful weather, and unless you're a snow lover, I think most people move here for that reason. So do know that there's a lot of rain, because I don't think everyone tells you that, but it's a tropical area, so of course it's gonna happen. Of course we have hurricanes. I do have to say, I have not, let me knock on, I don't even know wood around here, but let me knock on something, because I have not been through an actual hurricane. If you're gonna be here and a storm comes, you just get prepared, you wait at home, and you deal with the afterwards of the storm. Now let's talk about the winters here. They're very mild. They're beautiful weather. You get to breathe and it's not as humid. So winters here are amazing. It does get chilly sometimes, especially around Christmas. We've had the coldest weeks around Christmas, which that's around maybe 45 degrees. I do miss wearing nice winter clothes sometimes, being cozy inside when it's hot outside and all of that stuff. But at least for me, the beautiful warm weather all year round is worth it, and I'd rather have that than snow or cold or winter, so I'm fine with it. Now, with all this hot, humid weather, which by the way, it is very humid, with all that heat and humidity come the bugs, so there's going to be a lot of bugs. We have obviously mosquitoes, we have ants, roaches, which I hate. We also have spiders, a lot of lizards. We have squirrels, alligators. Can't forget the alligators. It is real. Just know, you'll definitely see some gators living here. It's usually okay. Just don't get too close. Also, dealing with this heat means that if you own a house, you need to take extra maintenance. This area is super prone to mold too because of the humidity. So just know that you should do AC maintenance at least once a year, maybe 2, to make sure that you don't end up without AC in 90-degree weather, because that's horrible. Having to sleep without AC is rough. Some other things I don't like is definitely traffic. It's been horrible lately. It's been worse than usual, and of course that has to do with everyone moving here. We also have high season where people from the north come here even if they don't live here full time. So around that time of the year it gets crazy. It's sometimes high peak hours, even during non-peak hours. You definitely have to leave earlier and expect to take longer than your GPS says, because you really never know. Another thing I don't love is that humidity. Sometimes it's very heavy. Sometimes you will get in your car and your seat and steering wheel will literally burn you. Sometimes you straighten your hair like me and it's back to frizziness in like 30 minutes. So that's just humidity, and there's nothing you can really do about it, but it's one of the things I don't love, even though I do appreciate the hot weather. Like, I'm okay with that. Humidity, it's what gets you, you know? Another thing I don't like is the fact that they are recklessly building in this area. They don't care. They're building over nature, state parks, wildlife, where horses used to be, where cows used to be. It sucks. I don't like that as someone that's been here for 10 years now. I'm a realtor, but I don't like that because I love Florida and I would rather have less properties instead of less nature. So yeah, just in general, I love Florida. I don't see myself ever moving. I do want to do very well so that I can travel other places and enjoy all the other environments and weathers and landscapes and all of that, but I definitely think my heart is here. So I think I owe a lot of my growth to Florida. I think it's opened my mind so much. Of course, I think the country in general for me did, but not only that, just being exposed to so many different types of people, I think that has opened my mind so much. I've learned a lot of how other people live, other people's cultures, languages, habits. It's really cool, and it makes you think a lot bigger than when you are always in the same hometown with people that are all very similar to each other. Here, there's so much diversity that no one is like each other, and that is so cool. There's some beautiful houses, beautiful way of living here. It really makes you want to do better and be a better person, at least for me. So I think it's made me want to be better and strive for more. I'm so grateful for Florida because it's really shaped me into the person I am today. And if I had still been in my hometown, I don't think I would be who I am right now, or how I think, how I feel about certain things. It's definitely changed my mindset completely, and I'm forever grateful for that. I met some amazing people here. I met the love of my life here, which I'm so thankful for. And I always think, well, I would not have met him if I wasn't here. I think it's really helped me build myself to how I am now. I think different. I strive for more, and I know that I could achieve it because I see it in other people. But yeah, this has been my experience in Florida, what the reality of living here is like. I hope it gave you a good idea of what it truly is to be here, because I'm sure you see all the highlights of Florida, and I just want to keep it real with y'all. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about living here or just anything in general, you can send me a text or an email. You can also DM me. All my information is going to be in the description down below. And if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up so that I know that you did. And of course, subscribe for more videos like this. Other than that, I will see you next week. Bye.